A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a highly anticipated meeting, U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin are set to engage in discussions aimed at addressing the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and improving bilateral relations between the two nations. The summit, taking place at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Alaska, comes at a critical juncture as tensions between Russia and Ukraine escalate. The backdrop for the event, emblazoned with the phrase, "pursuing peace," underscores the gravity of the discussions ahead. The meeting, which was initially planned to include only translators, has expanded to include key figures such as U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. This move has been interpreted as a strategic effort to ensure that the dialogue remains constructive and to assuage concerns from experts and European allies about Trump meeting Putin without additional oversight. Air Force One touched down in Alaska at 10:22 a.m. local time, with President Trump expected to greet Putin upon his arrival. The stage is set for a significant exchange, with rows of media seats ready to capture every moment. The presence of fighter jets and a red carpet leading to the platform marked Alaska 2025 adds a dramatic flair to the proceedings. As the world watches, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has voiced his hopes for an end to the Russian assault, emphasizing that Ukraine will not concede any territory. There must be an honest end to the war, and it depends on Russia, Zelensky stated emphatically. Trump's recent comments suggested a willingness to explore the possibility of a ceasefire involving land swaps, a notion that has been met with resistance from Zelensky, who insists on Ukraine's territorial integrity. "We will not reward Russia for what it has perpetrated," he declared. Amidst these high-stakes negotiations, Patriarch Kirill of Moscow and All Rus delivered a poignant speech highlighting the global implications of U.S.-Russia relations. He warned of the catastrophic consequences of a nuclear conflict, urging both leaders to foster a spirit of cooperation. As the summit unfolds, Trump has expressed a desire for a productive dialogue, stating, "I want to see a ceasefire." He emphasized that any discussions regarding territory must ultimately be made by Ukraine. Meanwhile, Yulia Navalnaya, widow of the late Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny, has called for a historic prisoner exchange during the summit, urging both leaders to take decisive action that would resonate beyond the immediate geopolitical landscape. "You can simply exchange lists and release people," she stated, advocating for the release of political prisoners and activists. Trump's willingness to walk away from the meeting if it does not yield positive results has been noted, with the president asserting, "If it doesn't, you walk." Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov confirmed that Putin is scheduled to land in Alaska shortly, with discussions expected to span several hours. The agenda is set to cover a range of topics, including the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and potential economic cooperation. Senator Dan Sullivan of Alaska highlighted the significance of the summit's location, suggesting that it serves as a powerful reminder of U.S. military strength. As the summit approaches, the world awaits to see whether this meeting will pave the way for peace or further entrench the divide between the two nations. With the stakes higher than ever, both leaders face the challenge of navigating complex geopolitical waters in pursuit of a lasting resolution. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.